I never slide in the DMs. I don't like that because it fucks up the dynamic. Like when a girl's chasing you, it's way better because you can kind of like push away. And then when they finally fuck you, they feel like, oh, like I got the prize. Like, you know what I mean? They're stoked about it.
Yo, what is up, AD team? Austin Dunham back again with another video. So you just saw that Dan Bilzerian little clip right there. And I've been seeing these clips everywhere, you know, on TikTok, YouTube. And the more I watch Dan Bilzerian, what he says, and even his interviews, the more I actually become curious and interested about like his thought process and dating strategy when it comes to, you know, getting women and like his overall thought process on dating dynamics, especially from his point of view, you know, being rich, being famous, and all that other stuff. So in today's video, we're actually gonna break down and dive into sort of his thoughts and dating strategy when it comes to his mindset towards certain things, and then how you as a normal guy can actually implement that in your own life. So it's gonna be definitely very interesting. Go ahead, subscribe, like the video. Don't forget to check out Level Up Apparel merch, link down below. Follow me on Instagram, and all the links will be down below to all my resources, workout programs, and everything else. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so if you don't know who Dan Bilzerian is, then you clearly have been living under a rock, especially if you follow this channel. But long story short, he is an ex-poker player, but nowadays he's definitely positioned himself as an entrepreneur. And even on Instagram, he kind of comes off as this like, you know, playboy lifestyle, girls always around him, you know, just living the life, shooting guns, partying, making money, traveling, just having that bachelor lifestyle that a lot of guys look up to him for. So he definitely has a big male audience because of that. And it has led to many young men being intrigued by his lifestyle and how he does it. So based on the interviews I've seen, the TikTok clips I've seen, like I played at the beginning of this video, like I said, we're gonna break down his thought process and dating strategy for him to get women. So the first thing I notice about Dan Bilzerian is that he puts himself in a position for women to chase him. In that clip, he mentioned he never DMs chicks. Guess who also doesn't DM chicks? Me. And guess who also realized that you need to put yourself in a position for women to chase you in order to see the best results when it comes to dating? Me. So that is definitely something I relate to with Dan Bilzerian's thought process and kind of his strategy. And I agree with everything he says about that, because if you put yourself in a position for women to chase you and then in a sense conquer you instead of the vice versa, which you chasing the woman, then overall from her perspective, she feels more accomplished. The engagement is a lot easier to deal with. Trust me, if you had a girl chase you, you guys know that just the dynamic and the interaction is smooth, it's seamless. You don't gotta put in a lot of work. You don't gotta deal with flakiness. You don't gotta deal with all the BS that comes with modern dating from, you know, an average guy who is chasing like a girl he finds attractive, right? I just can't do it. I will never go back to it. And I put myself in such a position, and I believe so much in this thought that, like I said, I don't even message girls first on dating apps. You guys probably know this about me. Like I position myself as the bait, an attractive bait, and then I let the girls come to me, whether it be on social media, dating apps, and sometimes in person, but it kind of depends. And I even broke down my full dating strategy, like my own personal dating strategy to get the most women on my Patreon. So definitely click the link down below to check that video out. It was super insightful. But yeah, that's the first thing I noticed about Dan, is that he doesn't chase, and he puts himself in a position for women to chase him so that it has the best dynamic when he's dealing with, you know, multiple women, definitely at scale. Now, another part of Dan Bilzerian's game I noticed is what I like to call high-level social circle game. Now, social circle game is something that I have not been able to experience just because I'm not in the position to actually implement like you know, a good social circle, especially where I'm living at right now. But I have done some research, and I have kind of looked into his lifestyle to see how he does it. First thing we gotta establish is that he has fame and money. Obviously, that makes, you know, this whole process a lot easier. When you have incredible status and the money to do so, you can pretty much do everything. You can create a social circle with like-minded people and or whoever you want because you have money. Like, people are just gonna gravitate towards you for that, including women. But I don't think women hang out with him or have sex with him just for the sole reason he has money. Now with the fame, that's when another part comes into it, pre-selection. He uses pre-selection a great deal, especially, you know, the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years on his Instagram. Dan is known to have like girls hanging out with him, and that makes other girls want to hang out with him. Like they want to be a part of that lifestyle. And so it's just pre-selection at scale, just on a massive scale pretty much. And pre-selection is when, you know, another girl finds you attractive, and because that other girl finds you attractive, another girl finds you attractive, and it's like a snowball effect. We see this with tons of celebrities. Michael B. Jordan being one of them that I can relate to. Michael B. Jordan is that guy in Hollywood who's always portrayed as like the handsome, masculine guy, right? And for that reason, a handful of girls were into him. And because of that, another handful of girls, another. And now Michael B. Jordan is just said to be attractive. Even if the girls really don't think he's attractive, they're probably gonna agree and say that he's attractive just due to pre-selection. Now, another part of his strategy, and this is like social circle game 101, is container events and parties with high favorable female ratios. So a container event is an event that, let's say you're the host, like you're the leader of the social circle. You host these container events. They could be dinners, they could be parties, they can be events, they can be traveling, whatever it may be. You host them, and then you invite like-minded people. But a part of that, you invite girls too, you know, as a part of the lifestyle or whatever experience that you're giving. But the ratio is highly favorable from female to male. I forgot the exact certain ratios, but let's say for every 10 women, there's one guy. So 10 to 1, yeah, 10 to 1 ratio. So being able to host container events like this and parties like this on an ongoing basis can easily put you in a position to, you know, have the lifestyle and the woman around you like the way Dan Bilzerian does. But like I said, it all comes back down to fame and the money, because if he didn't have those two things, then obviously hosting these container events and social circle type of group events with high ratios can be a little hard, but it is not impossible, guys. Now, the great thing about Dan Bilzerian's dating strategy is that you don't have to be the most attractive guy in order for this to work, and we can implement this into real life, like I said. So let me go ahead and give you guys like a quick rundown strategy of how I would replicate Dan Bilzerian's type of social circle container event game into my own personal life. So number one, I would get my Instagram quality up. So I would start taking more lifestyle pictures. And guys, keep in mind, you might have to fake it till you make it. You might have to rent a car or two. You might have to hire some models to take pictures with you. You gotta do what you gotta do. But keep in mind, I'm just giving from the perspective of if I had absolutely nothing and nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew who I was in a new city. So I would bring up my Instagram account. I would hire a photographer, take quality pictures in different landscape scenes. I might hire a few models here and there to take pictures with me at first, and maybe rent a few cars here or there to take pictures. So I would get my clout up on Instagram, maybe buy some shout outs. And then maybe, don't buy, I was about to say buy some followers, but even then, if it comes to our aspect of just getting laid, then go ahead. But if you want like a quality Instagram account, I recommend that you don't buy followers. The point is, I would get my Instagram quality up. And then after that, I would go out in nightclubs and other areas and look for guys who like to party, or maybe like party promoters or something like that, and guys who enjoy that lifestyle. So you're gonna have to be in the right city in order for this to work. And then from there, I would try and host a party, get these guys I met to kind of put in a little bit on it, not everything at first, but just a little bit. And then from there, get them, if I'm friends with promoters, get them to invite like the girls at a high ratio at whatever event that I'm throwing, try and make friends with them and communicate with them over time. And then from there, use the ratios in my favor, the game that I have, whatever, to get a lot of women, and then present that Dan Bilzerian lifestyle on repeat. So you hire a photographer at this container event that you host, and then make sure, you know, the girls are already there. So take pictures with the girls, like have fun, and just get a photographer to snap everything, maybe even create a vlog out of it. And bam, do that once a month or once every 2 months or whatever. And then obviously live your life on the side. And that's how you can implement like a social circle game in your day-to-day life. Now, like I said, it's still a barrier to entry and it's not the easiest thing to do. But if we were to, you know, replicate that, that's the best way that you can possibly do that. So hopefully this video was a little bit insightful for you to get an insight on how Dan Bilzerian does his thing, and just an overall insight on social circle game and how that works when it comes to implementing it to your personal dating strategy. Like I said, if you want to check out my dating strategy, which is mostly dating apps in real life, not really social circle, then check out my Patreon down below where I talk all about this dating strategy in full detail. All right, subscribe, like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.